Hey everyone, welcome to the Ghost Castle tutorial for the beginner tutorial series. Let's just get right into it. This level can actually be extremely harsh to new players. There's a lot of things that can go wrong. But you want to start off by going left. There is a right path that leads to the same location, but it's a lot longer and much more boring. This room, extremely boring, nothing in it. There's a crown back there, but in the Japanese version, this furnace actually shot out fire and they all chased you, and it was awful. But they took it out in this version of the game, so it's a lot easier to go through. Here, you want to let the tongue retract a little bit first, land on the center of the middle barrel, then jump across the barrels. They can be a little bit tricky like that, so you have to be careful jumping into the center of that barrel, otherwise it will knock you off like that happened to me. So this right here is where the rooms meet up. That's where the right side would have came from. You want to jump over the guys and just run up the stairs. Don't worry about jumping, he runs up them automatically. Jump over the shoes again, move into the next room. You want to go down left here and then jump down right to get across the holes. You can only make it up on that section of the rotating floor, so you have to wait for that. Next, here is the candle room. You want to kind of wait a little bit running this in that pattern, and then grab as many as you can of the fireballs. This is going to allow you to move faster to the next rooms, even though you're moving slower speed-wise. So here we have some mirrors. This is RNG. You want to jump and hit them, otherwise you can hit the dishes that spin around, and that's annoying. But here's where it saves the most time. You'll be able to hit these candles while dodging the other fireballs chasing you with all the fire that you've stored in your mouth, making this area a lot faster. Once you run out of fires, of course, just eat the ones that are there now. When you get to this candle, this one on the right will spawn. So if you have the right amount of candles, it'll get through that a lot faster. And you want to skip the last candle. You will always be able to skip the last candle, no matter what. So here we have the spinning fire room. You want to go along the inside edge, then right here, there's a little gap right there that you want to be able to go through. If you hit it, it's not that big of a deal. You don't lose that much time for it. And here we have the second candle room. In this room, there isn't much to say other than have fun with bad platform spawns. These spawns are RNG, so sometimes you can have extremely difficult jumps, sometimes you have super easy jumps. There's no way to speed this up that's possible for humans. In the tasks, they're at least in one task before, I don't think it's in the current one, they were able to jump across the candlesticks for a few of them. But you may be asking, why didn't we get the fires from the room with the spinning barrel? The reason is these candles are programmed differently than any other candle in the game, or any other candle in the previous rooms, because they only light up from these specific fireballs. And that's kind of annoying because that makes us move a lot slower through this. So, entering the next room, we have another mirror room, again RNG. The order that you do these in isn't important because you just have to get lucky. But again, you want to jump, and if you can, try to grab one fireball as you hit the next mirror. First of all, if it's the right mirror, you'll have a fireball in your mouth for the next room. If it's the wrong mirror, you'll have a fireball in your mouth to spit at the next mirror. So, you want to enter this room, aim about that way, jump, shoot, and hopefully you hit this guy. You'll get a lot of feeling for it. But this room has been entitled the Gangbang Room because the fires come at you so fast. So this next room is the bane of a lot of runners of this game's existence. These planks are fairly poorly programmed. There is a hard strat to skip around a lot of them using the poles in this room, but walking around them is a lot easier. So, one thing to note is the plank's sides are very glitchy. You'll fall off very easily from them, so you want to be careful when you're walking through. If you need to, take a minute to walk in the platforms. That way you don't hurt yourself. And you might want to kill that guy. If you're feeling risky, just jump over him. But if he spits a fireball at you, then it could end your game there. Jump across this last platform just to be safe, in my opinion. And then we're entering the boss room. So this boss has 2 phases. The only boss in the game that has 2 phases. What you want to do, this one cycle in the first phase is pretty hard. You want to run up to the left arm, hit as many as you can, run to the right arm, hit as many as you can, run to the left arm, hit the rest, run to the right arm, hit the rest. The arms are not RNG, they will follow you or move in the same pattern every time. If you do happen to miss one ball or something, you want to stand on the side that you missed the ball of, because what he'll do is an attack where he sticks the arm out and spins around, and you're able to hit the ball during that time. What I just got was we call the 1 cycle. If you hit it during the spin, it's a 1.5 cycle, and then if you don't, then it would be a 2 cycle, and the next one, 2.5 cycle, 3 cycle, 3.5 cycle, etc. So this phase is RNG. What you want him to do is shoot a straight shot, collect a bunch of these, and then you have to wait for him to shoot a curved shot. There is a couple ways around waiting, but they're very hard to do compared to the intended way. Now he shoots a curved shot, jump over, and finish him off. And that's it. That's the whole Chameleon twist run. Here's the credits. We're still trying to find a way to get to the credits without beating the game so we can control it. We'd love to play around in this level, but I don't think it's going to happen. We need some hackers to go in and get the code for the level and make some ROM hacks or whatever. But, you know, Ghost Castle, very notorious for ending runs because of that final boss being RNG heavy on the second phase. The other 2 ways of defeating him without waiting for the spin cycle are very hard to do, to say the least. So, especially as a beginner, you want to wait for a straight shot, then go for the curve shot. But yeah, a good time to shoot for overall in this run as a beginner would be sub 20. That should be your first goal. And then the more advanced you get, the lower your time you want to get. Sub 15 is probably where you're considered a very good runner of this game. There's about 5 of us that have sub 15s now, I believe, and only 2 of us that have sub 14. So we're still working on improving our time, of course, but anybody wishing to run this game, I strongly encourage you. We're going to wait out the rest of the credits because I very much enjoy the story of this game. It wasn't said in the beginning, but in the intro cutscene of Jungle Land, you follow a white rabbit down a hole because he says he's running very late, and you have to follow him to see what's going on. And you finally caught up to him here. And what does he give you? He says you followed me all the way here. Did you enjoy your adventure? Come and visit. Us again sometime. We'll be waiting for you. And for this run, we used to run off of game time, which is shown at the end here. If you would like to keep track of your game times, I would encourage you to put your in-game times on speedrun.com in your comments as you're submitting them, because they are important. They cut out lag, they cut out cutscenes, etc. So in-game times are fairly important in this game, I'd say. There we go. We're a chameleon with a backpack now, running off into the sunset. Our total time's going to be messed up because I'm playing on a 100%ed file. Uh, Thank you all for watching, and if you need to say anything else, or if you would like to keep improving, please go watch the advanced tutorials, where we'll be talking about more advanced strats. Thank you.